Day. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC-NFC Pro Bowl.
The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Draw play. This is Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Derrick Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on yourself.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Mahomes is going to run it on the option. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And it looks like the NFC is going to have it, and they do.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does, but most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body, and in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
So now we'll get our 2nd look in this game at the NFC offense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He finds Hopkins complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play that time for the NFC. They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara, and he is in. Touchdown NFC. Alvin Kamara. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The AFC offense making their way back out. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because it's going to be a long day for you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
and both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's third down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball, deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the AFC is going to get the football back in. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Henry again on second down. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over. And they got there to break that one up.
Now this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for the AFC. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, certainly.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
As Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see. Was he going to put those two hands?
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the AFC.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Mahomes.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes.
He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Rodgers to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Rodgers fighting through pressure.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
2nd and 10. Mahomes. Check down here for Henry.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime,